Don't ask me what time it is. I don't know. I don't care. I only care about my father's time. My father is God. And the unknown prophet of God. I like to tell you a story, and this story is, well, it is a disgusting story, but better listen to it. And also the little girls. There are millions of little girls on the internet right now. Millions of little girls. There are also billions of people. Billions of people. Now I want to tell you a story. I think it's a very important one for your little children. So little children, if you listen to this, you better don't go away and listen very well. Open your ears and start to understand what I'm talking about, because it's the truth. So here the story goes. So little girl comes online and she's gonna do gymnastic. And people come online. The girl is happy. And then there comes some Zara. So Zara gonna say to the little girl, "Hey little girl, can you do the cat-cow stretch?" And the little girl asks, "Who are you? What is your name? How old are you?" And Zara say, "Well, can you not see my picture? I am that girl. I am 13 years old, and I can do the cat-cow stretch, and I think you cannot do it." And the girl is triggered. And so the girl start to do this thing what was told her. So she gonna do the cat-cow stretch. And Sarah say, "I can do it in any angle, girl. I can do it in any angle. Can you do it in any angle?" So the girl start to do it and show her ass and all that kind of shit. This is how it all starts, you know? And there are many of these dirty people who abuse this kind of little girls, who don't know nothing about internet, about this world, and the people on it. So now we go on with the story. So Sarah gonna make a deal with this little girl. And the little girl think, "I'm gonna make a deal with Sarah. She is nice and I wanna meet her." And then they make a deal somewhere, and Sarah go to her. And then Zara take your little girl. And then the horror start of Sarah and your little girl. Because Sarah is not Sarah, but is an older man with a picture of a young girl and a different name. This is the story. You little girls, better watch out. I warn you folks, there are many little girls who do not know what they are doing or why they get questions like this kind of things. Do the cat-cow stretch and do this and do that, and you know. Because the little girl thinks she talk with another little girl or another little boy. And they become friends. and then it starts to go wrong. Folks, you don't want to know how many times this happens in the world, that you will miss in this kind of way your little child. Abused and used and raped, and then after this killed, because it may not talk. So it will be killed. I'm talking about your little daughter in a short skirt, walking around and doing the most specific sexy things you ever will see with your own eyes. I'm warning you folks, for your little girls. And little girls, if you listen, you better start to understand what I'm talking about, because I tell you the way it is. And I cannot make the story more creepy than it is. This will be the last story about your little girl and her girlfriend. She think. So I warn you parents, watch out for your little daughters. If you love it, then do something for it, or you will lose it. If you will not lose it here on earth, then you will lose it in heaven, because God will take it away from you, like I will do. I will do exactly the same thing. If I see parents who think it is good that your little girl can go wide open for the camera, man, you understand? Then you are not a parent who loves a little child. That you do not love your child. If you don't care what she does, you don't love your little child. God see this, and God start to think, oh, you do not love your little child, now give me the child. And you go elsewhere, because you will not be with me. The children will get another chance, but the parents who are like this will be ripped away by God. The parents will go, and the children will go where they belong, to my Father. They will go to my Father, because not knowing what they do, God will give it another chance. But you parents who did learn in this world everything, you can learn your little child. You do not do this, God will not see you like a parent. So you will be ripped away from my Father and from your child. I'm warning you for this, folks, and you will see it happen. So be the police of your little child. Do it. Do it, whatever it takes. If you love your little daughter, you do what I say. You do it. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. Because you know I'm right. I speak the truth about this thing. I always speak the truth. Start to wake up, folks. We're living in an end time, and it's a difficult way to walk the good way, folks. You can go easily wrong. I think no one will make it. No one will make it to go to heaven. No one will make it. But also here on earth in the things what's coming, no one will see it come and no one will make it. You understand? Like it will be in heaven, so will it be on earth. And this is the word. No one will make it. Not in heaven, not on earth. Want to walk the way I walk? If you stand for my door, folks, and you do something wrong and I see it, I kick you away directly. And I will tell you why. You understand? And you did not even understand that I saw this. And then I need to tell you, and then you start to think, oh, this was wrong. I thought it was not such a big problem. But for me, it is a big problem. I'm a child of God and I see everything very clear. And if I see people go wrong and they're standing next to me, they will not stand long next to me, but far away from me, because I will kick you away, folks. You do not belong to my capabilities, and I do not belong to your capabilities. And you do have capabilities I never did hear from. But the capability to walk with my Father, there will be no way. The things what will come on earth, you never see it come. You never see it come. Why? You people are blind. That's why. And deaf. Blind, deaf, they learn nothing and think you know everything. You know nothing. If I need to tell you how to go with your daughter, then am I the father of the children? Am I the father of you? Do I need to tell you how to go with your little children? Really? Do I need to tell you how to let them grow up? Because that's the way I see it. I see it like this, folks. And you people are easily targets. And the devil saw this. The devil saw this. And he thought, this is easy. These people are very stupid. I'm gonna use them. They ask for it. So many people come in not God's name, but the devil's name. And the devil take you on. He is standing like Jesus with his arms wide open. Come to me, people, for I am Jesus. And Jesus say, and you are blind. And then Jesus start to change when you come into his arms. You start to smell him. And he get something black behind him. like wings, black wings. But then you are too late. He get you already. So watch out where you are walking, what you are doing, what you are saying, what you are thinking even. Watch out, folks. Because he will get you easily. He gets you easily by thinking. Because he's a very fast thinker. And you people are so slow. I warn you for the evil one and the evil ones. Because he will not be alone. He is with legions. And these legions are growing. Well, folks, the devil did win this part. It's the God of this world. Don't forget, he is the God of this world. Your devil. But do not forget, never forget, this pit we talk about, the bottomless pit. Folks, there are two masters in it. The bottomless pit, there are two masters in it. It's the devil and it is God. You understand? Because the bottomless pit is of course something what is bottomless and endless. What is more endless than if you look into the air? It's not bedown you. It's above you. There is your bottomless pit. We all will go there. And we all will live there. Do we live now on the bottomless pit? Yeah. Yeah. It's the same thing. We are already in the bottomless pit. You understand? We all are. The devil, God, me, you, everyone. You understand, Father? And people say, and God did create heaven. God did not create heaven. Before God did come, this bottomless pit was there already. You understand? God did come and did create things in this bottomless pit. This bottomless pit is heaven. And God did not create heaven. God is a creation of his own. That's what I saw. God did create himself. That's what I definitely saw. He showed me. This is how we start to exist. But God did not create heaven. But he did build things in heaven. Yeah. And he did give it the name, heaven. But he did not create it. It was there. It was always there. And heaven was nothing. Heaven was black. There was nothing. So when I hear, and God did create heaven and earth. Well, he did create earth. But he did not create heaven. Heaven was there already, only the name was not known. So God did call there where he is, heaven. That's how it all started. And then he started to create things in heaven. But he did not create heaven, because heaven was really first. And God did come there to live in heaven. But first there was nothing. But heaven always did exist. So if you talk about something really old, it will be heaven. It's very old. But the name was not known. Because in that time God was not even there. So he could not give it a name also. When God did come, it all did start. But heaven was there already without a name. So you want to go to heaven? You are in heaven. You all are in heaven. But you are not with my Father. That's the big problem. You are all in heaven. But you are not with my Father. And my Father is the boss of heaven. And you need to find this boss. But you are all in heaven already. But you never did know. You are all in heaven. Heaven is your bottomless pit. I don't know any other bottomless pit than it will be heaven. Heaven never stops. And if you are on the end of heaven, then you are on the beginning again. It's like a ring of marriage, you know? The circle of trust. That's why the ring is round. And if you start to walk in this ring, you can walk, but you never know where the beginning will be, where you did start. Because on the way on the ring, you will forget where you did start. You understand? That's why they call it a ring. And it's a circle of trust. If you marry someone, this is really a circle of trust. You love each other, you stay with each other, and that's the meaning of a ring. A ring is like bottomless. It's forever. It never stops. So you can see heaven like a ring. It never stops. So there will come no end, because you will never know where you did start. So you're circling around and around and around, and you did pass 10 times, but you think you never did pass it. And now I talk about God. You go around God, and you do not even know how close He is. You understand? It's the truth, eh? You people don't know how close God is with you. You cannot understand. You cannot see Him, you cannot feel Him, you cannot hear Him, you cannot smell Him, taste Him, whatever, or touch Him, nothing. So you don't know nothing. So you stay in the nothing. But I want to let you stay in something, because I'm telling you, my Father is there for you. He always was and always will be. My Father is there for you. Watch out for your little children, folks, because if God don't take it away, I will take it away. If I got something to say, who will go to heaven and who don't, then you all stay here and I go alone. You understand? This is how I see it. This is how it will be. I go and you stay, because you are not mine thing, not my cup of tea. That's why I'm all alone. You are not me. And I'm glad that I am not you. But you better be happy that you are not me. Because I did pass some difficult tests, folks. Really test. God testing me, eh? And these are very difficult tests. You don't want this. You don't want to talk like me. Want to think like me. Want to feel like me. Want to see and hear like me. But I want you to hear, see, feel, know, understand, learn, taste, touch. Everything like me. Because I am like my Father. And behold, my Father